Hello, my name's Jupiter Hadley, and today we're playing The Murder Express. This game's randomly different every time you play, so we'll see what we get. Looks pretty interesting. No, the screen changed size. There we go. Walk left to right. Hold A, D, or spacebar. Sprint. Okay, so we're in the bathroom. Do we do it? Wanna leave? Yeah, there we go. Press S to enter.
My God, he's been murdered.
Oh no.
Looks like the killer used a knife. Single puncture wound to the chest.
Oh wow. Take that. Took his money. Get rid of clothes. So he didn't rob him. What's going on? He hadn't, right? Use magnifying glass. I don't really want to use the magnifying glass. What's this he attached to? Like a briefcase? Anything on his fingernails? That's something you do. You see if he's got like skin under his fingernails. I've looked in. Hopefully I've documented that. Warning, there's a killer on board the train. It could be anyone, so until you are certain, don't get too close to anyone. When the lights are, go out. Alright. Wait, what's in here? Solid case. Once you've collected the murder weapon, you'll be able to accuse the suspect of murder. Choose wisely. If you fail to identify the correct suspect, you will fail the game. Look for clues and interrogate suspects to figure out who the killer is. My straight open journal at any time. Alright, so there's lots of different people. There's another bathroom. You don't need to be in here. Oh, there we go. You see anything unusual with the victim?
I saw Mr. Kemper walking around with a knife earlier.
Mr. Kemper, huh?
I didn't know Mr. Duval well enough to comment, I'm afraid.
Ah.
I'll be sure to let you know whatever I find out, Inspector.
Okay, lady.
I saw Miss Doss walking around with a rope earlier.
Oh,
I
Rope didn't kill
noticed
himself.
Miss Ramsey watching Mr. Duval's briefcase as we boarded earlier.
His one is handcuffed
I
too.
really can't say. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Alright, thank you. Alright, there's always light inside the bathroom, it seems. Let's stay in the light. There we go. See anything unusual?
I didn't know Mr. Duval well enough to comment, I'm afraid.
Well, you've got quite the accent.
That's all I know.
So I can't ask her if he's... Ah! I knew it! I knew as soon as he was running towards me, the light, that it was him. Because it kept coming near me towards this when it was light out and then walking away. Ah, I've already died. I like the voice acting in this. That's pretty cool. It was the shortest murder case ever because I ended up a victim. Alright. Let's see who was murdered.
My God, good Lord. Looks like somebody wanted the victim's briefcase.
Yeah, they
And
took
they
the
weren't going to let
briefcase.
not being able to undo the cuffs slow them down.
Oh, wow.
Hands cut right off at the wrist.
Wow.
Could the killer have used a cutting weapon? The same possibly as the murder weapon.
Wow. Solving the case. Okay.
I noticed Miss Ramsey watching Mr. Duval's briefcase as we boarded earlier.
Alright.
I'll be sure to let you know whatever I find out, Inspector.
Alright. He went near us in the dark, so we're probably good.
I saw Miss Danahy walking around with a baseball bat earlier.
Yeah, I don't think a baseball bat
I
slices off
heard
hands.
Mr. Duval owed quite a bit of money to Mr. Kemper. I really can't say. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Alright. We're just left. Interesting.
I really can't say.
Alright.
I'm sorry, Inspector. I didn't know Mr. Duval
You
well
didn't.
enough to comment, I'm afraid. I saw Mr. Kemper walking around with a gun earlier.
Ah, she did it! Oh, that scared the crap out of me. That scared the crap out of me. Ah. That was interesting. I'm not very good, can you tell? That's literally made me jump.
What was that?
What was that? Death? On a murder train, guys.
My God, somebody strangled this man to death with some kind of rope. The bruising around the neck is obviously a sign of that.
Yes. All his money's still there, and his briefcase is still there. Alright. I'm not liking this whole the light goes out bullshit. I don't have the murder weapon. I know it's rope, but... Alright.
It's no secret that Mr. Dammer has been angry with Mr. Duval.
It's quite impressive how they were able to
I
do all this
saw
voice
Miss
acting.
Ramsey
The gun
walking
doesn't help
around
us.
with a gun earlier.
But it's random each time. Alright, if the suspect has an item, then you can see what it is. It may be important to the case.
Mr. Duval asked me to hold on to this key until we get off the train.
Oh.
I really can't say. I'm sorry, Inspector. I saw Mr. Gacy walking around with a baseball
Yeah,
bat.
he was strangled
earlier.
though.
I didn't know Mr. Duval well enough to comment, I'm afraid.
Then why'd he give you a key? There's no reason for her to murder him because she had a key.
I didn't know Mr. Duval well enough to comment, I'm afraid.
Alright.
I saw Miss Ramsey
Nope, doesn't
walking
help.
around with the gun earlier.
Alright, we found the murder weapon.
It's no secret that Miss Doss has been angry with Mr. Duval. I saw Mr. Gacy
Yeah, it doesn't
walking
help.
around with a gun earlier. I found this key on the floor earlier. I'm certain I have no idea what it unlocks.
Yeah, well, you probably would have tried unlocking the suitcase from while he's sleeping. Follow the blood, Inspector. Oh, that's not creepy. You didn't walk towards me. Okay.
I saw Mr. Gacy walking around with a gun earlier. I didn't know Mr. Duval well enough to comment, I'm afraid.
Right. I shall talk to you.
I noticed Mr. Kemper watching
Oh, wow.
Mr. Duval's
Different
briefcase
accent
as we
and
boarded
everything.
earlier. I saw Miss Ramsey.
Stop telling me about
walking
this
around
gun
with a
thing.
gun earlier.
The gun wasn't used, you guys. Right, follow the blood.
I heard Mr. Duval owed quite a bit of money to Mr. Berkowitz. I saw Mr. Kemper walking around with a rope earlier.
Alright, I'm gonna accuse someone. Where's Mr. Kemper? Mr. Kemper. Kemper, card 4. Mr. Kemper. Got it. Alright, 6. We're just gonna run through everything. Leave me alone. 5. You're fine. 4. How do I accuse you? I think, yeah.
Damn.
You chose the wrong suspect. The real killer was Mr.
Well,
Dammer.
Better luck next time.
Ah, I thought you said Kemper. That's actually really cool how it's random each and every time. Bit tricky at first though. I'm glad we found the murder weapon. It's a really interesting game. If you'd like to check it out and play for yourself and see who ends up being your murderer, there'll be a link in the description. If you'd like to check me out, all my info is also in the description. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting. Shouldn't have taken that lady's word for it.